Welcome Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Breaking Prisms, where we go over the Twilight Zone in Black Mirror that's currently on hiatus. But we're going through the new Twilight Zone. We're on episode 7 called Not All Men.
Excuse me, sir. You're being too loud, and the violence is too much. I feel uncomfortable.
You should. I'm very angry and very violent. She felt very uncomfortable.
So this
Or
episode,
can I say, I chose not to be angry. That's my secret.
Hulk smash.
I'm always angry.
Hulk smash. Okay. Jesus. Okay, this episode. This episode was something or another.
Should we top level it for just a half second? Not spoil the episode. I mean, that's how we normally
Literally,
go.
the trailer shows you
Everything you need to know.
Yes.
But still, let's very top level for like 30 seconds. Even though I don't have my timer, it's very upsetting. Reach over there. Very upsetting. Thank you. Anyway.
Okay, so
just real top level.
Top level is
for a moment.
Semi-awkward woman goes on date for a meteor shower, and soon after, things get uncomfortable, and then everybody goes crazy.
Yep. So what do we think of crazy episode?
Oh, I'm sorry. Not everybody goes crazy. All the men go crazy. Got it.
Not all the men. Come on, it's called Not All Men. Not all the men.
Most men go crazy in the episode. Like violent crazy.
Violent crazy.
And you see that in the trailer, so that's not ruined for you.
Yeah, it's not spoiled. We're not going to stay long on this. We're going to jump to the spoilers probably very quickly in this one.
That was the episode.
That was the episode, and anything else we go into will be just spoiling pieces and parts of it because there's lots of issues here. So yeah, it was it was another Replay Wonder Kid episode. We didn't like Replay because we thought the plot really beat you over the head. Just really, really beat you to death. Wonderkin, not as bad.
It started out promising.
It did start promising.
And then suddenly, as soon as they did hit you with the message, they started digging your grave and digging
they did.
And digging and digging.
It went from like potential Disney Channel original movie, talking super political these days. So yeah, we didn't care for that one either. And this one just dove right back in. And unfortunately, the next episode looks like it's going to do the same thing. Hoping it doesn't, but it looks like it's going to. So I guess we will see. We started this one with hope. We really did.
Actually, this one, once again, started out kind of promising. Like, the acting was, for the most part, good, except the dude. I don't know what was with the dude. It's like they made him awkward on purpose, which I understand, but they made him like super over the top awkward.
Yeah, he was almost hard to watch sometimes.
Yeah. It was one of those, he's like one of those cringy actors where it's like he says something and you're like, who wrote your script?
Now, see, I can't say anything about the girl because this was not a great performance in my personal opinion, just because of the context of the episode. But apparently everybody else really likes her, and you like her.
I do. Thaisa Farmiga. Okay. Either way, most of us know her as Violet from American Horror Story, and she's also, I can't remember her name as she transitions through the anthology series, but I know her as Violet from Horror House or Murder House.
But this is another episode that really beats you over the head. It really starts off, it's like, okay, we're good. That's a little awkward. Don't do what I'm hoping you're not going to do. Don't do it. And we go a little further, and like, yep, it's doing it. It's totally, oh, God, okay. Yep, here we are. This is the whole episode now. Thank you.
And so it's like right off the bat, unfortunately, especially based off the trailer. Because, I mean, if you don't watch the trailer and you just go into the episode blind, then it won't matter to you because you won't know what the hell's going on. But you'll
figure it out pretty quickly.
We saw the trailer, and then, of course, I lost a companion cube right at the title. So that was one, and then I had hopes. Maybe it would only lose, just that maybe one and a half kind of thing. And then it just got further, and then I lost another one, and I feel like I lost another one, and yeah.
And by the end of the episode, they made a couple of key choices there that, I really almost want to just give it no companion cubes, but I didn't hate it completely.
Yeah.
Still a good actress. Not a great plot.
No. Of course, I'm a big horror buff. I love my horror movies. I like my violence and my gore. So I was like, yay, it's like another Crazies. But it wasn't like another Crazies because the Crazies actually did really good.
All right.
So let's just...
Anyways, how many companion cubes? And we'll move into spoilers because without just ruining the episode, we're just going to jump into spoilers.
Well, being that we've listed all our good episodes at 4, and we have our other ones at 2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this did any better than them.
No, in certain aspects, it was a little better. In certain aspects, it was a little worse. I think the plot of this one was the worst plot we've got. Out of all the episodes we've watched. I still liked watching it a little more than one of the episodes, but I still think it was probably the worst and thinnest plot we've had throughout the episodes.
I would agree purely because it's just like... When it comes down to it, the story was literally just really, really short. But they just expanded it and stretched it and stretched it and stretched it until it
it was an episode that
minutes?
Could have been a 10-15 minute short that you could have gotten a point, and it was 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Of just really beating you over the head with it. It's like, well, we figured this out in the first 5. Anything else going to happen?
It's like,
no. Okay.
Even with replay, I mean, even though you knew the concept because it was literally beating you upside the head, it still changed.
Yes.
From scene to scene, something new and exciting happened. This one is literally...
Which was introduced with the replay mechanic. Yeah. At least that, it gave us something different and it moved on and different things kept happening. This didn't. No,
this one was literally kind of one of those movies that everything happens in almost one night. And they stretch that entire night out to fill the entire movie to where your characters are literally just running from point A to point B in a very Purge style, except not as interesting.
Yeah. So what are we giving this one? I think you kind of already put it there. It was on par with our worst episodes.
Yeah, it's. I lost 3 on this thing.
I will definitely agree. We're going to give it a 2. We're going to give it 2 companion cubes out of 5, hoping desperately that the next episode is better. Because we started off good, and then we went bad, good, bad, good, bad. So, but according to the trailer, I'm hoping we'll go in with a fresh, open mind, but I don't expect.
No, judging by the trailer, I mean, once again, it's going to have a really good lead actress. I know her as Mary Margaret from Once Upon a Time. I can't remember what voices she played. Oh, she played, oh my goodness, Zootopia.
I didn't know this lady from anything. So
Judy. She plays the voice of Judy.
Does she?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea who played Judy.
Oh, yeah, it's her.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
But yeah, she's going to be in the next episode.
We've had some great actors in some of these roles, and that's not helping the episode.
No, that's unfortunately not. But as I said, with that lead, hopefully at least the acting is going to be up there. But
yeah.
The message seems pretty obvious from the trailer. So
yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't go that route. There's some interesting things that happen, but I can already start drawing correlation to real life things. And almost every scene we see, I'm like, and that's that, and that's going to be that.
I think that's what the problem was with this one is we already went into it knowing what was going to happen. Literally, the trailer gave you everything.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but it gave you everything to where from the title and the trailer, you're like, I know exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm. And that was the issue. We went in with an expectation, and that's exactly what it ended up being, which was not good. Where replay, even from the trailer, we didn't know what it was going to be about.
Yeah. We thought it was going to be a time travel thing. Kind of like
and it kind of was.
Yeah.
Kind of. And then Wonderkind, didn't know where that was going to go. didn't expect it to go where it did, and it actually took us a little longer in that episode to actually figure out the message they were going to shove down your throat. But once you figured it out, it really did. So, and then this one...
No, it was waving a damn flag. Okay?
This one, from the very first interaction, I was like, this already seems awkward.
Yes.
This already. But we'll see. You had more promise than I did. Like, no, things, it might be good. It might be good.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next area, and it's like, no, it's not.
And it's like, okay, so are we going into spoilers?
We're going to spoilers. You know what? You've been letting us ramble. We've rambled more into non-spoilers than I thought we were going to. So we're going to spoil a few things and end it, and it'll just be what it is.
So go watch the episode, come back, talk to us about it, because...
Well, I mean, we gave it a 2. If you haven't seen it, I don't know if we really recommend you go watch it, but that's up to you, I guess. Watch a trailer. If you think it'll be interesting, then watch it.
Okay, so jumping right into it. As I said, I had hopes because, like, the first interaction, awkward. We knew it was going to be. And even the date that she had, because she goes on this date with a coworker, everything. And, I mean, the acting stuff, but he was weird, okay? But still, I mean, it was fine. It was a normal date. The meteor shower was just whacked, but you had a very big problem with the meteor shower.
Because the meteor shower, it's like, oh, it's a meteor. And then these things started shooting in every direction possible. I'm like, that's not how meteors work. I'm pretty sure anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but it didn't seem like how meteors work.
No, they started ricocheting off trees and water towers.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just a lot of ricocheting, and I just took it. I don't know. I wasn't happy with it.
So, and then it's like, okay, dude wants to go investigate. That's fine. But then dude literally picks it up with his hand.
He reaches into red, gooey water, moves around that looks like almost a space monster. It was grass, but it was in red, and it was like smoky and shadows and light, and it was weird. And like, nah, we're just gonna move this out of the way, and picks up a space rock.
Yeah, and to which, like, not even. I was hoping she would say something like, maybe you shouldn't pick that up, or here, use my sleeve, or something like that. But no, they got into like a playful little, like, oh, it's my rock. Oh, you don't want me to see it, blah, 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 which is fine. And then, of course, the night progresses, and it's like, okay, they get all romantic, yada, yada, yada. Then it's like, it comes to the, okay, we're done. It's like, no, we're not. No, we're done. No, we're not. Oh, so, and then I'm like, oh, well, here we go. But even still, in that moment, it was still intense. Like, you still wanted to see what was going to happen. And after that scene, everything just went downhill.
Yeah. He did. We saw in the commercial, he throws the record player or something into the wall, angrily yells horribly loud.
And I mean, which is still it was still intense because you get this view from behind her. Like, the camera's panning over her shoulder and you see him scream, and then he just starts throwing stuff, which is, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then, as I said, she goes to work. Well, first she realizes she has bruises on her, goes to work. Everything's awkward. She has to work with him still. He seems to just kind of stay away from her, ignore her, kind of thing like that. Then finds out, oh, you're going to be working with him. And
yeah, the whole bad date, got to work with a coworker thing. Oh, he bruised you, but you're not going to say anything.
Yeah. And it's like, you get the messages that are coming through. And it's like, that's fine. But then things start trying to go in the science fiction direction, and I don't know, like...
Yeah, we go to a bar. They're using these meteor rocks in their drinks because that's intelligent. And angry man, another angry man. They start fighting. The whole bar starts fighting. They leave. There's a biker that chases them down. They go home. The other girl's husband's angry, or no, he's halfway pleasant. But like, oh, there's someone out there. So he goes out there and he beats the man to death.
Comes back in. Well, first creepily comes back in because he comes through the back door because they won't open the front door. Mm-hmm. And then he just casually washes his hands. He's covered in blood. He's like, it's okay. I took care of it. Oh, we forgot your cake. He's still covered in blood. Lights the candles. And it's like, here, happy birthday to you. And then it's like, here, blow out your candles, to which that scene was funny. I'm sorry. It was.
It was hilarious. How she blew out the candles was funny.
That was a great scene.
Yeah, but it quickly escalates. He chases them. She hits him in the head with a frying pan. They leave. And everyone's gone.
Yes.
Let me rephrase it. All the men have gone insane.
Yes, they are out looking for her nephew, I think it is. Because the girl she's with is her sister. And they're looking for her son. So they're looking for him. And occasionally you see a woman run by, or like a woman badly messed up walk by. Like there was one chick holding a clump of her hair. Mm-hmm. And all the men in the town have just gone psycho, beating each other, just killing people at random. At one point, I don't know how they turned into zombies, but
at one point it looked like they were just eating people.
Yeah, they took a man down and started just like I don't whatever. But
we see, what was his name? Lucas?
Cole.
Huh?
Cole.
No.
Dylan.
Yes, there it is.
Dylan.
Dylan, like 6 times through this part. We finally find the other guy. Dylan finds them.
Well, first we find out that Cole has a boyfriend, which Cole is her nephew. So has a boyfriend, and his boyfriend gets the same thing. He tries pressuring him, and he says no, and then gets violent, and then Cole leaves. And then that's when they all catch up. Dylan appears. Cole tries to save Annie, which is the main character. I don't even think we mentioned that. Touches the rock, starts to flip out himself. Annie takes care of the dude, and then Cole calms himself down.
Yes, we see veins start popping. It's like, oh, he's going insane too, of course.
Also,
and then,
this is the worst violent anger transformation I've seen.
And then he just calms himself down. He's perfectly fine. Then the military show up, and we're at the end scene. To which they take blood, they start discussing what possible causes could be, and then we find out, which doesn't make a lot of sense, period. Oh, the rock, it has a placebo effect.
It's not, everybody's thinking the rock is what is causing this strength, is what's causing this powerful feeling, and it turns out, according to these people, or according to Cole, that feeling lives inside all of them, but they can choose to turn it off. They can choose to suppress it.
Yes.
They can choose not to be violent and...
So apparently all the men in the town inherently are just evil people that want to kill, rage, and eat people, apparently. Because that's apparently all men. They apparently
were on the verge of losing control, and they just needed an excuse.
Yep, that's all it was at all times.
So, let's just go with that. As I said, I love my horror. I love my gore. Like, it was fun watching people bash people's heads in, stuff like that, because I'm weird. But, message, good message. Understood the message pretty clearly.
I don't think you couldn't have understood the message.
How they put it out there was ridiculous. I've seen this movie, I have seen this story so many times in so many different ways. They have the crazies, they have Signal, they have pretty much just all these different methods that are interesting and cool. And then you have this, which they literally ripped off every single Facebook chain story that's going around. Every keyword that is even in this kind of movement or in this message.
They used them all.
Yes.
They used every bad experience any female has pretty much ever had with a man in any sense.
And not only even the scenarios. Like, I can understand using scenarios. They literally used line by line wording. Like, they used mansplaining. They used, oh, you would look better if you smiled.
Yeah.
They used, you're not into it? What did I do wrong? Like, they used, oh, you're okay, it's okay. And just every possible thing that's been going around. And I don't know. I felt like they could have done so much better. They could have taken 42 minutes and made something powerful, and they totally missed the mark.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately, these episodes seem to be doing more often. Well, not more often. Right now we're seeing 4 positives and 3 negatives. So, and if this next one's going to be like this one, we're going to be dead tied. I'm going to be very curious where the series ends up. Very curious.
I don't know. As the, I guess, core audience of this episode, I found it disappointing. As I said, would you say it was actually written by a woman?
Written and directed.
Written and directed by a woman. And it's like, you are working with the name of Jordan Peele. You are working on the air, and you have 42 or more minutes. They are giving you this time to tell your story. And even though you had a cool concept, I don't know what you did with it. It's like we would have understood if you found a different way, and you didn't.
Well, nuance is very difficult and very hard. Subtlety is very difficult. Writing and directing a wonderful story with intelligent themes curved and weaved into it to tell something really special apparently is very difficult.
Well, it's like possible things of paranoia and human deception kind of stuff was blended into a traveler. Then you have maybe environmental issues is kind of what they were getting at with the space one. I can't remember what it was called. 6 degrees
of freedom.
Okay. And those were not slapping you in the face. You could find them in there, but it was a really entertaining episodes. And now you have this, which, as I said, as someone who is a woman and loves horror and gore and stuff, I was disappointed.
I just want the episodes to do better. I really like the anthology. I love science fiction. Really love science fiction. And that's why I love Black Mirror so much. Black Mirror, I think, for the most part, almost every episode hits super strong.
Yeah.
We've gone through the first 4 seasons. I think they've been overwhelmingly strong episodes for the most part. We've had a few that have been like, not as strong. But for the most part, we've really enjoyed. And this new season of Twilight Zone not hitting that.
I'm getting to the point where I'm even liking the older Twilight Zone episodes better. Because even the messages they had, whether they were like kind of like, okay, we get what you're saying, it was still buried deep enough within the storyline that you could still enjoy them.
Yes. So we have 3 episodes left. We're going to see how those go. Hopefully they'll be better. Really hopefully, because it's getting painful to watch. It's getting hard to sit here week after week and watch these episodes. It's like, God. But we got to tough it out. There's only a few more episodes. We really, really got to tough it out. We're trying hard, though. All right. Well, that's where we're going to end this, on this wonderful, wonderful note.
Disappointing note.
Yeah. If you want to reach me, you can do that at Stars Untraveled. If you just completely disagree with our opinion, I'm there. Amanda's at KZ Pup. The show, which you're more welcome right into, is at Beyond Our Focus. Practically everywhere, including YouTube, where hopefully you're watching this, or podcast services where, hey, if you're listening to it somewhere, let us know where. We'd like to know that. Throw a like on here if you happen to agree with us. Throw a big, big fat dislike on it if you completely disagree with us. Subscribe to the channel just cause. I just appreciate it. Don't care if you agree or disagree. Just throw a subscription. And anything else before we go?
Even if you're annoyed by us.
Exactly.
Subscribe. And then you can just be annoyed by us all the time.
Exactly. Anything else?
Let us know, because I need to know what other people are thinking about this. As I said, good message, bad.
And that's unfortunately been where all the bad episodes of us have been. Like, hey, I see the message. Good message. Cool. Really just didn't tell that well at all, though.
No. Bad execution.
Till next time. Long days and pleasant nights.